We're jogging.
We're jogging.
Babe, look.
On the trail. Trying to get fit, you know?
So we can do couple workouts.
We ate too much Chicago food and Atlanta food. Now we're fat.
No, he looks
Except
awesome.
she's beautiful. I'm fat.
Yay. It's so pretty outside.
Nice.
This is winter in Florida. 60 degrees.
So pretty.
Guys, Michael's taking forever. Going number 2. Michael's finally here. He's finished doing number 2.
Yes.
So Michael, teach our viewers, we are going to make peanut butter, what is it called?
Bites. Energy
Peanut
bites.
butter bites.
Energy bites.
And all you guys have to do is mix stuff in this bowl, then refrigerate and eat, right?
Refrigerate? Yeah. I mean, well, we make it into balls. We make it into little balls.
Hey guys, so Michael is currently working on a piece.
You're so funny, baby.
Look at him being so pro with his...
You're so funny. I'm a little sick today, guys. So I rest and then I draw. I rest and then I draw.
But if you guys want to check out more, he's actually making a piece, and I'll talk about it in a second when it's about, but he's working on it and it will be available at his website, michaelsantiago.org, where you can also check out more of his arts and just his journey with Jesus and pursuing what he feels the Lord is leading him to. So, look at it. Look at that chicken though.
Right? When you fasted, you want to eat that. Oh, you're like that girl right there.
Okay, so what inspired Michael to make that drawing, I had just finished alone time and I was sharing with Michael a vision that the Lord had given me. And I've honestly just been struggling a lot with worry lately, just because the Lord's calling me to let go of my full-time job, and it's just like a new season for me where I'm not going to have the usual 40-hour job, and obviously Michael's not working full-time either. So I've lately just had a lot of worries about, you know, like, what am I going to eat? How are we going to sustain ourselves? Basic needs and all of that. Even though the Lord has been faithful, it's just like worries that I have to continuously remind myself. But anyways, in the middle of prayer, the Lord gave me this vision of this girl sitting in a mansion. And it looked like she was obviously living in a nice home, well taken care of with her rich father. And the Lord was telling me that I'm that girl right there in that mansion, who's well taken care of, who has a rich father, yet I'm worrying about my basic needs. Like, what am I going to eat? What am I going to wear? And all of that. And it was just such a profound vision, because when we realize it, like, many times we're sitting here worried, yet God knows what we need. And like Matthew 6 talks about it, where God says, how could you, like, is worrying going to add a single hour to your life? And he reminds us that we don't have to worry about these things because he knows that we need them. And when we worry, it's like we're disregarding the fact that God has already gone ahead of us and that he's gone before us and he's planning for us. And I remember too, in my alone time, the Lord was even reminding me that my parents-in-law actually opened their home for Michael and I to stay. And the Lord put that in her heart, in his parents' heart. And it's like God was just reminding me that he already knows that we needed a home, that we needed a place to stay. So he put that in their heart. And how much more does he know for our future? And if God is asking, you know, Michael and I to let go of our lives to pursue ministry, how much more will he not provide for us? You know, he is a good father. So we are definitely praying that, you know, even through this drawing, that would be a blessing for you all. And I told Michael that once he's finished with this, like, I want it in my own wall to just look at and remind myself that I am well taken care of, that I don't have to sit and worry. You know, it's like wasting away my life. Think of someone who is like legit well taken care of in a rich home, yet she's worrying about what she's going to eat. And we have to remind ourselves that we are a child of God and we don't have to be afraid. So if you guys want to check that out, I know Michael's going to be selling the prints as well, so you can check that out at his website. And yeah, and kind of check out more of his journey as well with the rest of the art that he's doing. He's working on building his portfolio. And I know he's also working on making paintings and arts and designs to bless others as well. So check it out and give him some love.
Guys.
So guys, this is my first attempt at making broccoli salad. But what was funny was I came home today and I was like, Michael, I'm making the salad. And he's like, oh, where is it? And I'm like, it's broccoli. And what did you say?
Said, where's the lettuce? Where's the kale? Is this all?
Guys, it turns out that he doesn't like broccoli, so we're gonna do
specific brand from 678 Korean barbecue, as I said in the last video. That broccoli is banging. This broccoli, we're gonna have to see. My girl made it.
I mean, what do you guys think? Tell me, what do you guys? Does this look good? Does that look good? Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna find out.
All right, guys. Let's see how it tastes. But first, Lord, bless this food. And may my wife's cooking skills get better and better every day in Jesus' name. Amen. That's for you fellas out there. If you don't like how your wife cooks, pray that prayer every day.
Hey, there's some guys that like. There's some guys that cook themselves. They might like it.
All right, let's see. Let's see if this broccoli is good. You ready?
You have to eat it with the whole thing, with the beans and stuff. You just took one bite of the broccoli. You need to try it with everything. Is it not good?
It's alright. I mean, I mainly taste the mayo and the onion. Let's try the cauliflower. This is the scary part. This is the scary part, guys. Cauliflower. This is cooked.
Are you about to spit it out? It's okay, I won't be offended if you do.
Surprisingly, the sauce, the mayo,
Maybe you can try putting vinaigrette.
the mayo and the onion makes it taste not so bad at all.
Yay!
So I can actually eat it. What you doing,
Hi guys, I'm doing side planks.
Oh.
Working out with.
Can you show the gang how to do a side plank?
This, right? I feel pressure now.
Hey guys, it's a quick vlog snippet here. So we just finished alone time with the Lord, just simply silencing our thoughts, our mind, our soul, our desires, that His presence would be above all. That would be the main thing in this prayer. And so in the process of doing that, it was so awesome what ended up happening. So Gabby started sharing what the Lord revealed to her, and then she left one vital point, and so she passed it off to me, and I revealed that I had a vision, and in that vision it was a tree with a swing. However, I didn't say the swing initially. So there was a tree and there was a swing and there was a lake with a little sunset background reflecting upon the lake. Now, I left off the details of the swing and the sunset, and then Gabby exclaims, "Whoa, I had a same vision, but there was a swing in it." And I said, "Whoa, babe, there was a swing."
Because your face was so shocked.
Yes.
And it was funny because in my perspective, as you were sharing this vision, you were saying how like, yeah, in the vision you saw a nice tree by a lake. The moment you said that triggered my vision. I remember what I had, and I was like, oh my gosh, babe, but mine had a swing. And then you were like, oh my gosh, mine had a swing too.
Thank you, Lord.
And like legit, we had it at the same time.
Yeah, at the same time.
Because we were in alone time for about what, 20 minutes, I believe.
20 minutes.
But I received that vision in the beginning.
Right in the beginning, likewise. Me too.
But we didn't share till after, guys. So
we didn't share after the 20 minutes. Yeah, but guys, so we're believing God for a home. We just know that since we're going to be entering into full-time ministry, 1 Corinthians 9 is clear. It says, like, those that preach the gospel shall also live by the gospel. And also Romans 8 talks about the laws. I'm learning this, still processing it, learning that, we live now according to the law of spirit and life, the law of the spirit and life. And that means that, as we give ourselves to the Lord in surrender, in prayer, and everything, and trust Him steadfast with no worries, like, He will provide. And so He provided for our marriage. And so we're believing and daring to believe that He will also provide us for a home. Yeah. And so, this was a quick thing of just the process of alone time. But if you guys are a married couple, or you're soon to be married, or whenever you do get married, prioritize alone time with your spouse together. Like have alone time with the Lord by yourself separately, and then come together in agreement on whatever it is, and God will come. Just make him your sole expectation. Forget all the desires. God knows what to speak, and boy did he speak. So God bless you guys. Take care. Money lender, the trash or copper.
We're playing Dominion. This is officially my favorite board game, by the way. And this is Jainisi. And Mikkel.
Yes.
Think it's easy. You think I don't want to run to you. There are mountains, and there are walls that I can't walk through. I know you're wondering why.
Guys, we are at Chewy's. If you want to know one thing about me is I love tortilla chips. Hey guys, me and Mikkel.
The boy.
The boy.
The baby boy.
So we just got out from...
Mess in the back. Look at that.
I know, guys. I'm sorry.
Great.
Michael doesn't like it when I show the back, but I'll take the credit. It's all me, guys. It's all my stuff.
That's my board game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we see his board game. Yeah. That is Clock Wars.
Clockwork Wars. It's a great game. I'm a nerd.
Yeah, he's a game nerd. You guys will know as you watch our videos, our vlogs. No, but we just got out from an annual human trafficking awareness event in Orlando, and I'm wearing the 1-to-1 Hope shirt. But yeah, the Lord's just been putting on both of our hearts towards, you know, human trafficking. And I think, you know, many of us don't realize, 'cause I know for me, this was about a year ago, I always thought that human trafficking happened overseas, like it was a foreign thing. But the Lord really opened my eyes to see that it happens in the States, and it happens to even children. And the Lord's just been putting that burden in my heart. And so I've just been honestly just praying and asking the Lord to help me to be able to make a difference here in Orlando. Of course, I want to help other people, especially those going on, you know, around Asia and all different countries. But I've been really intentionally asking the Lord to open the door for me to be able to help this in my local area. And we both live in Orlando. So I somehow was able to get connected with a girl, Abby. I don't know if she's watching, but she had told me about 1-to-1 Hope and how they're a local ministry. They do street evangelism, or it's not street evangelism, but they do kind of street ministry where we basically go out to strip clubs, to other places, and we help the women there to show them love, God's love, and we provide them like toys, women care, beauty, things that they need. But what's awesome too about 1-to-1 Hope is that they also do like advocate calls. So whenever there are women who have been human trafficked and are rescued, they'll basically kind of connect them to a home that they can kind of be restored, renewed. And I know there's so many organizations, I'm sure. I mean, you guys watching are probably from different states, but I know in Orlando there's a Samaritan Village. What was the other one? Florida Advocacy. There's just so many, and it's so amazing to see. Abolitionists. Oh yeah, abolitionists. My bad. Advocacy. But yeah, it was just really cool. And I know, Michael, you were also kind of, your eyes were open too today, right? Through the panels.
Yeah, just like a lot of the survivor stories. But really my eyes were open because I already had a sense of awareness of what already goes on, especially having gone also to Guatemala for a mission trip and seeing the red light district ordeal happening over there. But hearing the stories, like, you know, fresh from the people that that are survivors and are actively doing whatever they can to help, just really reminded me of the reality that as the church, you know, like, we should be the ones at the forefront for this kind of stuff. I mean, we read it in the Bible many times. Even Paul, I think when they had their whole discussion in the book of Acts, I think chapter 16, 17 or 15, how they were talking about, oh, you need to circumcise or not to get circumcised. And so once they all met together and they established that, they also then said, yeah, but just remember to still be eager to help the homeless, you know, the widows and the orphans. And oftentimes we get so caught up behind the four walls of the building that we fail to actually invest time into bringing Jesus into these injustices.
Right, you know, because sometimes we also can think like, oh, it's the government got it, or other people has it.
Yeah, the government can help, the government will help, but it's like it was never the government's role either way. Like, yeah, praise God that the government does something about it, but not every government does.
Right.
And so that's where like the church is always supposed to be essentially the preeminence in this regard. We're the ones that have to go out there and do it and be the church and be love and extend our hands, not just financially but also investing our time.
Yeah, and especially prayer too, for those, you know, who are walking in the Lord. Like, praying is so key as well, and asking the Lord to bring in people, to bring in sources, to open doors to help.
Yes.
I think that's key too. And what I love about the Florida, what was it, abolitionist?
Yeah, for
Is like when you text a number, whenever they find a survivor, that you will get notified, so you can pray on their behalf. And
there's something you can do.
yeah, there's always something you can do.
So if you don't have necessarily the finances, you can pray, and you can spend time to help out at a local place like Florida Abolitionist, like 121 Hope, like these places, and just give of your time. Like, that's it, so that another life can be changed radically, you know, from whatever situation that they're currently undergoing into something marvelous.
Yes.
So that was just some of the things that were opened up to me there within my heart, things that were already there before. It's just, I love how the Holy Spirit just puts to attention things in His Word that sometimes it may not be at the forefront of our lives because maybe we're doing specific some things, but it's important to always keep those things in front. To know,
being
Lord,
aware.
how can we help? How can we spread awareness? How can we be a helping hand? And how can we help others be a helping hand as well? So.
Yeah, no, that's key. And then I also wanted to share with you guys, if you don't already know, but the Lord's been putting in my heart. Well, actually, I've been writing kind of like my alone time with God. I've been kind of writing what I call love letters to Jesus, and it's from just a revelation, kind of. True. Actually, I've already done it, guys. I've already wrote it up. I've already written it up. But it's just been the revelation of His love, and I've just been writing. These are personal letters that I've written to Jesus. But it's interesting that after I write these letters, each passage, the Lord always puts a burden in my heart towards human trafficking, like women who have gone through that. And this book is going to be for everyone, obviously, but He specifically put this in my heart for them. And so I just finished the book, so I'm going to probably go through and work on editing it. But I'm praying that the Lord will open the door to get the book published. And then what I want to do with this book is bring awareness about human trafficking, and the proceeds will also go towards these organizations, giving them, helping them, especially the places like Samaritan Village that are housing these women. It was so eye-opening to me to hear today in the panel seating that there's only 50 beds open to take these women in the whole 2 cities in Florida, which is so it's so little. There's so many victims that we're seeing. There's only 50 beds available, so they need all the help they can. But yeah, so stay tuned with that. If you haven't already, subscribe to livingrevelations.com. But I'll definitely be promoting the book through that avenue. But yeah, so now guess actually where we're going.
If you guess correctly, you get a prize.
What do they get?
A towel thrown on the floor. And they're home by yours truly.
We're going to Costco.
Go to Costco. He was still holding on to the brakes, so had to let a homeboy know. Don't beep the horn. They're like, beep. You need to move, because we trying to go home. And you don't know. There might be someone that's having an emergency in back of us, and because someone's on their phone in the front of the line, I can understand if you're on your phone at a red light, but you're not in the front.
So
Or in the second place, behind the front. But if you're in the front and you're on your phone, this is a public service announcement, PSA, by Michael, yours truly. If you're on your phone at a red light, you gotta look at the traffic light. You gotta look and just count down. All right, I'm gonna look at my phone for 10 seconds because I know that in 25 seconds the green light's gonna come on.
guys, Michael has this thing where he analyzes the road and drivers. It's a good thing. He's a safe driver.
And so I did
his version of road rage.
I did the responsible thing.
When I say that.
I did the responsible thing. I said, you know what? I know that the light is about to turn green in
3 seconds. So I'm gonna put my phone down and I'm gonna be ready. So
guys, one thing that I really hate about grocery shopping is having to put it back in the fridge. And we have a whole trunk load of food.
Welcome to adulthood.
So guys, we have this thing where Michael turns my revelations into songs and art pieces. During alone time, I had this revelation of the Lord was just showing me how he loves it when we minister upon his feet. There he is singing in the background. But yeah, he was just giving me this revelation that when we love the Lord, he asks us in return to feed his sheep, which is serving his people. So I was just sharing that with Michael, that it's a blessing that we get to serve people, you know, share the word of God. And it's basically feeding his sheep, but we get to serve him out of our love for him. But anyways, so Michael turned that to a song. Yeah. That you were singing?
if you love me, feed my sheep though. If you love me, feed my sheep though.